What's the best point in the bid cycle to use video? Of course, you can use video at any point throughout the sales process, but we found there's two really good points to use video, and especially customized video. If you're selling a high value solution or a solution that is relatively similar to a number of different companies, then a customized video is a really good way to show a customer early on that you really want this business and that you're positioning yourself to be a trusted advisor. And if you say you've got a salesperson going to make a sales call, you can also use our video brochures to show that customized video to them, and then also put it in their hands, maybe leave a few of these to pass this around within the organization to help socialize your solution with other people. And there's more on those elsewhere in our videos. The second point, and frankly where we see most of our clients using video, because it's the easiest to justify, because it's near the bottom line, it's near the closing point of the bid cycle, if you like, is in the pitch presentation itself. And this is because video works so well to get people's attention. And what you've really got to do in that meeting is make sure that your company, your solution stands out, so that when the team that have been listening get to the end of the day and they've had to sit through so many of these presentations, they're all a bit tired, a bit grumpy. It's really important that they thought yours was the best presentation as much as anything, because if they didn't like if they loved the content but they didn't like the presentation, emotionally they don't want you to win. It's the person who has the great presentation, who dealt well with the audience, emotionally they want you to win no matter what you said. So video is fantastic in that situation. Often we get asked, can we use it as part of our bid submission? And yes, especially if you can't go in and present, that's a good sort of second choice, I guess. If you can't pitch, and often you can't, for example, in public sector bids, you just don't get to go in and pitch. If you're allowed to submit a video, or maybe you're allowed to send them one of these, then that can be a really good way of getting your message across. The slight problem with that is that you don't know whether they watched the video, or if they did watch the video, how they responded, which is why I call it kind of the second choice option. It's usually better if you have a choice to use video in the pitch, because you want to see it. It's a bit of theatre. You want to see, just like in theatre, you want to see how they responded. Did they respond how you thought they were going to? Because if there's stony faces at the end of it, you think, oh my goodness, clearly what we said didn't resonate with them. You want to be able to pull that back as quickly as possible, and unless you can see their faces, it's a little bit hard to do that, obviously, if you're not there. So I would use it early in the sales cycle to get preference and to show them that you really want the business and that you really understand them. And secondly, at the pitch, because it's a great bit of theatre to get their attention, and use the video cards to get the message right into the organisation.